Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Happy Saturday. With it being Saturday once again, that means it's time for another episode of Ye Olde Weekly Home Fragrance Roundup. If you're new around here, this is a long-running series where I just chit-chat about all of the home fragrance that I was using around the house over the course of the past week. So what I was burning, what I was melting, what I was crocking, and what I was lamping. I do all of this alongside my trusty assistant, Alf. Here he is. I only mention him because he's a pug, and obviously the super cutest little guy that there ever was, but also he falls asleep in my lap while I'm filming a lot of times. And if you're wearing earbuds, you might think your house is haunted by a pug. It's not. It's Alf taking his daily afternoon nap. So yeah, any of those weird noises that you might be hearing in the background of this video, that is just Alf's free pug ASMR. This is just something extra that he offers here on my channel, and it's free. So let's all thank Alf. Anyway, hope you guys had a good week. I had a great week. Pardon my fluffy hair right now. I am actually selling, well, not just me. I have a husband. He's gonna be there for the celebration too. Craig and I are celebrating our wedding anniversary this weekend, and we're going out on a fancy dinner date. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna like do my hair. Except I got to like this point and I was just like, my arms are tired. So I don't know what else to do with this at this point, so I'm just gonna leave it until like 15 minutes before we leave, and then I don't know, figure something out. So yeah, we're looking a little fluffier today than normal. By the way, I achieved these curls, which I actually mostly ended up brushing out with the Tymo Curl Pro Plus. I bought mine off of Amazon because it's actually a better deal over there. If you struggle with curling your own hair, you gotta check that hair tool out. It is phenomenal, you guys. I'll link it down below. It is the easiest thing in the world to use. I mean, even I can use it, and I am a silly goose when it comes to doing my own hair. So obviously, because this is just, I just walked away from this. It's like, oh well, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, right? Anyway, so we're gonna talk about all of these candles and stuff here, but before we do, check out the description box. So many links, so much information. Candle sales for the weekend with just the candle companies that I tend to shop with the most. There's discount codes down there. There's links to where to find these things that I'm talking about. There's some home fragrance related videos that I have filmed over the years that might be helpful if you are newer to the home fragrance world. A video about candle crocks, candle lamps, how to use them, which one you need. Do you need any? I mean, well, that's up to you, but I have videos about all of that stuff. So anyway, that's the intro. Appreciate you guys being here today. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the usual tour of what is currently burning around the house. So let's start there, and then we'll meet back here, and Alf will hopefully be mid-snooze by that point, and we're gonna talk about a lot of other candles from this past week. So let's get into it. Burning here in the dining room is HomeWorx Espresso Martini. I am actually doing a little bit of a warm, cozy coffee type of vibe in the house right now. So you're gonna see another coffee scent here in the kitchen in a minute. But yeah, this espresso martini from HomeWorx is great. If you're worried about this having a like boozy component to it, honestly, I don't smell anything boozy in this one. It just really smells like a fairly creamy, slightly sweet coffee scent to my nose. It's a good one, and if you've never tried this one from HomeWorx, it's definitely worth popping into your cart. It is a great fragrance for the fall. I think it's also a really wonderful one for around the holidays, and then I think it's even great after Christmas. So yeah, this one is definitely worth checking out. Like I said, if you haven't already, I am definitely a big fan of this one. I have maybe one more burn left after today's burn, And yeah, I foresee myself repurchasing this one for sure. I really do enjoy it. Quick pit stop in the family room here to see Penelope in her natural habitat. Alf is, of course, he's right here by my side, where he always is. He's so sweet. I just love him. Are you the cutest boy? Yes, you are. All right, anyway, we also have a candle to look at here, so let's zoom in on that bad boy. Okay, in the family room is Kringle Warm and Toasty, obviously in the 4-wick format. I love this scent, but it seems to really be one that a lot of people struggle with, and I can see why. It does have a very interesting smoky component that I don't think would really be for everyone, but for whatever reason, it speaks to me. So I'm kind of afraid that because this one doesn't get a lot of love, that it's probably going to be discontinued at some point. So when the Kringle after Christmas sale pops around, if this one does go on sale, hopefully not clearance, hopefully it's just sale, but I do think that there is a chance for this one to go away. So this is one of those Kringle scents that I would choose to probably stock up on just a little bit. So yeah, I really love this one, but if it's not your thing, I completely understand that. It's just one that I've always enjoyed from literally the first moment that I've smelled it. So hopefully I can continue to purchase it, but we shall see. Let's move on to the kitchen. So while walking over here with the tripod, I got a text from Kringle actually. So this is very timely, but you guys, they put all of the Halloween jars from this year, including the Boo Crew, the Black Jars, the Spellbound collection. They are all now officially 50% off. So yeah, if there were some fragrances that you were interested in from the Halloween collection, but you didn't want to pay full price, pop over to the Kringle website now and save yourself 50%. There is a link to Kringle in the description box. So anyway, on the kitchen island here, I am burning the second coffee fragrance of the day here. So this is the brand new Kringle Reserve Holiday Roast. This one is very interesting. This, by the way, is not launching until this next week on Tuesday, October 28th. The launch is at noon Eastern. So if you're wanting this one, that's when it will actually be available on the website. But yeah, so I haven't formally reviewed this one. The review for this one and the Candy Cane Martini will be going live tomorrow. But this is a very interesting coffee scent. This is not going to be the coffee fragrance for everyone. So if you are intrigued by it, I would definitely encourage you to watch my review. I like it, but I will definitely say that I think the coffee purists out there might have some beef with this one. So it is definitely a coffee scent unlike anyone that I have ever experienced in the past. But you know what? It's really growing on me. I am definitely, let's see here. I think I'm at the halfway point. I'm all the way down to here. So yeah, I am just about to the halfway point with this one. And there is something about it that every time that I burn it, I'm just kind of like, oh, I like this. I really do. Is it something that I've fallen in love with? No. But do I really like it? I do. Like I said, it's really interesting. It's totally different from anything else that I've ever experienced in terms of a coffee fragrance. But if you're thinking about it, listen to my review first. All right, let's move on to what I currently have going in my candle crocks. Welcome to the laundry room. I didn't show you guys my candle lamp because a few days ago I finished the Bath & Body Works Cranberry Woods underneath the candle lamp in the kitchen, and I haven't replaced it with anything else. So anyway, here in the laundry room, I decided to place the Kringle Halloween Pumpkinhead fragrance I love this scent. This is such a beautiful spicy pumpkin. I burned this one to just below the halfway point, and I decided to go ahead and just maybe prolong my enjoyment with it a little bit more by popping it into this candle crock. I hope that this is one of those scents that definitely comes back again next year. It is really delicious. It's probably a little bit more spicy than what I normally like, but for whatever reason this year, the spice in this one is just kind of speaking to me. So I think this one might have already sold out in terms of Halloween fragrances. So keep your fingers crossed that it comes back next year. I anticipate that it will. So yeah, this is a really, really good one that is definitely worth keeping an eye out for the next time that it is released. Let's go ahead and head upstairs. This is the candle crock in the master bedroom, and in here is the Kringle Mummy Marshmallow fragrance, also from the Halloween 2025 collection. This is a very interesting marshmallow. It's got quite a bit of spice in it. I get a lot of clove out of this one. It has a nice marshmallow note, but then it also has things like patchouli in it. There's like a woody note as well. There's really a lot going on in this one. It burned just fine. There was no reason for me to put this into a crock other than I just wanted something to put in this crock here in the master bedroom. And I did want something that was a little bit spicy, a little bit more interesting and complex. And this Mummy Marshmallow will definitely give it to you. It actually smells a little bit different when it is melting all together. I actually get a little bit less of that marshmallowy sweetness now, and it's more so a little bit more spice and like woody patchouli forward, if you will. I still really like the fragrance, but I think I may have liked it a little better when I was burning it. At this point, we're going to keep melting it, but yeah, it's kind of interesting how fragrances can change. You know, I think sometimes melting an entire candle can change how you perceive the different scent notes. So something worth keeping in mind. There are a lot of fragrances that smell exactly, you know, like they do burning when I'm melting them. And then sometimes, like in the case of this one, you get a little bit of a change up. I enjoy both versions, if you will, but it is something that is definitely worth keeping in mind. And remember, once you put a candle into a candle crock, you're not going to be able to light it again. You are loosening that glue that is adhering those wick clips to the bottom of the jar. So they're going to kind of be just floating around in the bottom of your wax pool there. And they may not be in the correct placement to light those wicks up again, even after the wax has hardened. So just better safe than sorry. Once you decide that you're going to crock something, you're just going to keep crocking it. You could probably take it out and place it underneath a lamp. That would be fine. But if you are, you know, if you're thinking that you're going to be able to light the candle back up again, I wouldn't recommend it. It is not recommended. So, all right, let's move on to the last candle crock. Welcome to the last bedroom in the upstairs of our house here, where I have another candle crock. I specifically placed this candle crock in this back bedroom because for whatever reason, the way that the airflow works up here, this candle crock ends up scenting the entire upstairs hallway, which is great. I typically don't burn candles upstairs during the day because one, oftentimes I'm at work, and two, you know, I spend the majority of my time downstairs even when I am at home or if I'm working from home for whatever reason. So I typically rely on my crocks to keep the upstairs fragranced, if you will. And this one here in this location just does an excellent job. So anyway, in here is Kringle Carrot Cake, which was released in the spring. I burned it to the halfway point, and then I was like, you know what? I think I want to save this for the fall. I really like this fragrance, but there are a lot of heavier spice notes in here because, well, it's a carrot cake and that's how those are made. They're made with spices. So, you know, the fragrance definitely makes sense as a springtime scent, but in my brain, I don't know, I just thought that these spicier notes would be better in the fall. So I've really been enjoying this one, but it is definitely at the tail end of its life here. So I'm going to be turning this crock off. I'm actually thinking about taking a break from my candle crocks for a couple of weeks. Normally they go 24/7, you guys, and I very rarely, you know, turn them off. Usually when I take something out, I have another candle that I immediately want to plop back in. But I think every once in a while it's good to, you know, give your crocks a little bit of a break. So I think I might use my Scentsy warmers a little bit more aggressively upstairs for the next couple of weeks here, and just give the crocks and honestly the lamps as well a little bit of a break. But anyway, that's what's going on in here, and yeah, we'll see if I actually do it. Tune in next week. But let's head downstairs and talk about the rest of the home fragrance goodness from this past week. Hope you guys enjoyed that little tour of what is currently happening around the house. As I like to say, it smells like $1,000,000 in here. Although those of you that don't care for warm and toasty might walk into this house right now and think, hork, what is this broad thinking? And that's fine. We all have our preferences. Anyway, let's start with what I finished this week, because I finished a few candles. Some of these came from underneath crocks, lamps, things like that. So I got two here from Bath and Body Works. The first one is the pumpkin apple was this in a crock? I think, yeah, this was in a crock. This was in a crock, I believe, in my master bedroom. I'm pretty sure that's what I remember. It was a few days ago that I plopped this out. Or was this in the laundry room? Doesn't really matter. It was in a candle crock. Now it is not. It's finished. I burned this, I would say, to the halfway point, and then the wick studded out on me. So the problem with this one is that it had the thick tree stump or rope-like wicks. I just don't like them. Very rarely they will perform for me, but for the most part, they dud out after I reach the halfway point of almost every single candle that has this particular type of wick from Bath and Body Works. I'm fairly certain Bath and Body Works has the money to be able to find replacement wicks that might work a little bit better with their wax formulation and the oils that they use, but I don't know. Why would they do that? Their candles, they're still being purchased. No one's gonna stop buying Bath and Body Works candles because their wicks suck, including me, I guess. But listen, if I can get these for around 10 bucks, I think they're worth it for 10 bucks. I will always shop at Bath and Body Works because as long as there's a sale and as long as I have a coupon, it'll be a good enough deal for me. I can burn them to the halfway point and then I get the remainder of the fragrance enjoyment, obviously not the ambiance, but the fragrance enjoyment by plopping it into a candle crock. So that's why I typically don't take the Bath and Body Works candles back. Unless something goes wrong with the scent itself, I just melt them. So anyway, this one here was my very last Bath and Body Works. Could you bring it back? I mean, obviously you're going to put terrible wicks in it, but could you bring it back? This is is it going to focus? Maybe, maybe not. What's going on, camera? It's Blackberry Bramble Tea. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. It's one of the cute like mason jars that had the cute little lids that you screwed on. I liked this format of their like single wick jars the best. I just thought it was super cute. Anyway, Blackberry Bramble Tea was so good. I really loved this spicy fall blackberry. It was delicious. I decided to melt this one because honestly the flames that were coming up from this single wick were insane. Like sometimes the flames would shoot up this high. No matter how short I would trim the wicks got long really fast for whatever reason with this particular one. I don't remember the other ones doing that. I had a number of these. I bought a lot. And this is finally my last one. But yeah, I was just really uncomfortable with the flameage here. So I decided to melt the last little bit of it in a crock. It only lasted about a week, so it's fine. It's delightful. And here's that Cranberry Woods that I had to melt underneath the lamp in the kitchen. This studded out on me too. It was awful. I love this one. And what sucks is that Cranberry Woods seems to only be available in the fall now. I don't think it's available on the website anymore. I think I may have still seen some in my local stores up to like a couple of weeks ago. Well, it's been more than a couple weeks since I've been in store, but yeah, this seems to mostly be a fall fragrance for Bath & Body Works now, but I remember this being available throughout the holidays as well. Why is it just the fall now? I think this actually makes a better holiday fragrance than I do a fall scent, but I don't know. It's just a great one to have basically the entire last half of the year. So anyway, I really love that one. I hope they never do away with it. But they're definitely limiting like when they bring it out, which, okay. All right, this last burn was a little bit of a hot mess. But it burned fine up until the last burn. I don't know what happened. The wicks just kind of started to like dud out a little bit on this one. What is this? I guess I should tell you. It was delicious. It was so good. This is one of my favorites from HomeWorx. This is their spiced apple crumb. I still have one more left. I've never had an issue with the burn on this one, but yeah, the last one was just it was a little funky. What year did this is 2020. So this one is 5 years old now. So yeah, this isn't like a newer version of this one. It is, in fact, like the label totally looks different. Let me see. Is this a newer one? Yeah, this is, oh yeah, just the way that it's a totally different looking bottom label. So 30 to 55. Sorry, I'm just seeing if they changed anything on the bottom here in terms of the information. No, that's all the same still. Anyway, 2020. Oh, did I finish this? Oh my gosh, I did. I totally spaced. Sorry, we're gonna be talking about this one next. Yeah, Spiced Apple Crumb. I love this one. Some of you probably have some of these still in your collection because many of us collected HomeWorx candles like it was a full-time job for a little while there. And yeah, I'm sure you have some of this in your collection already. Go enjoy it. Now's the time of year. I like this one around Christmas as well. I do that a lot. I feel like, especially with HomeWorx, I feel like a lot of their fragrances are great for the fall and the holidays, especially Leaves. Leaves is one of those where starting in August, like Leaves makes sense and it just continues to make sense until basically after Christmas. So speaking of Christmas, this is Candied Apricot Pudding. This is part of kind of a special configuration over on QVC where you get a candle and then 2 of the 22-ounce hand soaps in the coordinating fragrance to the candle. I think that particular bundle is under $40. Here's the thing about this Candied Apricot Pudding. To my nose, I felt like this one was very, very close to the Peach Upside Down Cake from HomeWorx as well. I think if you still have the Peach Upside Down Cake in your collection and you really love it, but you still have a lot of it, you probably don't need this. Now, if you want the hand soaps, I don't know if you can get the hand soaps without purchasing the candle, but there are hand soaps available in that Peach Upside Down Cake scent. I didn't receive the candles. I received this in PR from HomeWorx, but they did not send the hand soaps, which totally fine. I didn't expect that, but I was appreciative of being able to review this scent because I was very curious about it. But to my nose, it's pretty much mostly a repackage. So if you were thinking that it wasn't, maybe it won't be for you, but to me, it just smelled almost exactly the same. So for what it's worth, those are my thoughts on that. Okay, let's start talking about some other candles that I was burning this week. I'm going to start with the 2 that I did not carry in here because I left them in my Pottery Barn Chester Hurricanes. By the way, I get so many questions about my candle accessories. So if you are newer, a lot of my accessories, especially the candle pedestals that you see, for example, well, you can't really see it because it's surrounded by other pumpkins, but there is a candle pedestal in the middle of that little arrangement back there on that table. It's a pine cone design. I'm sure you've seen it. Those are all HomeWorx candle pedestals that I have collected over the years. I've customized a lot of my pedestals, so some of the ones that you see in my collection didn't originally start in those particular colors. For example, this one behind me here used to be silver, and I went with kind of a pewter finish, not pewter, bronze, more of a bronze finish on it, and I love it so much more. But anyway, also my hurricanes, most of the hurricanes that you see in my videos, those are from Pottery Barn. They are the Chester hurricane design, which is now sadly discontinued. I wish they would bring it back because I think it was one of their prettiest designs. But yeah, so that's where those accessories are from. You don't have to go to Pottery Barn to find a hurricane. Go to Marshall's, go to Home Goods, go to TJ Maxx. They are available everywhere. And honestly, I think some of the more unique designs are at like those discount stores like Home Goods. So it's worth the hunt. Also, Goodwill, and geez, antique shops. Okay, I love antiquing. I am an Oma at heart already. I'm barely 47, but I am already a full-time Oma. I love going to an antique shop and looking for antique candle accessories. I have so many like brass candlesticks, brass candelabras, brass candle sconces. They're all over my house. I love collecting antiques, especially like antique candle accessories. So yeah, you can find this stuff everywhere. Like you don't have to go to an expensive store like Pottery Barn. Honestly, I only bought those Chester Hurricanes because they were being clearanced out and they were cheaper. They were still more than what I would have probably normally paid for something like that, but I knew they were well made and they were pretty. So anyway, I splurged on those, but I splurged on clearance. So that's just a little information about my candle accessories. Always happy to answer questions about them. I should do a video about some of my different candle accessories. I haven't done one of those in a while, and I've definitely accumulated some more accessories over the years. Let me know if you guys would be interested in something like that. I am a sucker for finding things out in the wild that are interesting and unique, and especially if those things are like secondhand items. You don't have to buy everything brand new. In fact, I would suggest not always doing that because, I mean, people are getting rid of things all the time. You can find so many beautiful things for less than half the price most of the time. So, all right, candles that I decided to just leave in my Chester Hurricanes so that I didn't have to mess with lifting the hurricane part off and potentially breaking it, because I did break one of my small Chester Hurricanes and it was devastating. I still have the base. It's a really nice brass base, kept that, but anyway. All right, this is the lid to my Sniff Mornings at Levon. Oh, you guys, this candle, I showed you last week that I already purchased a backup. I got another 4-wick backup. I love this candle. I love it so much. Some of you were asking whether I would recommend the Mornings at Levon or the Creme Couture. Listen, I still love that Creme Couture, but that Mornings at Levon, that's my new favorite sniff fragrance, hands down. I will always repurchase that. They better not stop making it as I threaten them. Just absolutely, just an amazing fragrance. So yeah, I would say go for the Mornings at Levon, but if you want more of like a berry component, definitely go for the Creme Couture. Listen, they're both delicious. Also, if you want something kind of similar to Creme Couture, check out Kringle Candle Jelly Donut, because we all love Jelly Donut. If you don't know about Jelly Donut, go watch my review on my Kringle Candle playlist. Jelly Donut is one of those fragrances that is just heavenly, and in the gourmand home fragrance world, it is mwah, chef's kiss. So Creme Couture and Jelly Donut are kind of in the same family. I would say that they are sister scents. Yeah, they're definitely closer than cousins, but they're not fraternal or identical twins. There we go. That's how I'm deciding how that goes. But yeah, so yeah, you can't go wrong with Creme Couture or Jelly Donut, but Mornings at Levon is absolutely worth checking out. I'm telling you guys right now, they so good. Actually, Sniff emailed me and they want to give me a discount code. So I am working with them right now to see if I can get that set up here soon. And I've never been more excited. The fact that they reached out, I was like, I love your candles so much. And I love their perfume too. They have great perfume. So good. Anyway, this, I'll be buying more of this in the very near future. And then this is the lid to what is left of my Voluspa spiced pumpkin latte. That is actually in the entryway over there in that Chester Hurricane. I have probably another week or so left with this one, and then it'll be done. This was so worthwhile. I love this. Next year, I'm going to get it in the 5-wick hearth version. I'm a sucker for the Voluspa hearth candles. And listen, if there is a Voluspa hearth fragrance that you really fall in love with, if you know you're going to love it for many years to come, just get a hearth. I think that is way more economical. But buy the hearth candles when they're on sale. Listen, I like to buy my Voluspa candles from Bloomingdale's. That's typically where I link them in the description box, because Bloomingdale's very frequently has sales on Voluspa and all of their other, you can buy Nest there too on a much bigger discount than you can typically get through Nest themselves. Very frequently I have seen 20 or even 30% off sales. And now that we are getting closer to all of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff, there's gonna be some good deals over at Bloomingdale's from Voluspa, so stay tuned. Anyway, yeah, I love this fragrance, and next year I'm gonna buy it in the 5-wick hearth. I might be buying it at the end of like this year. Bloomingdale's has clearance sales after the holidays, and so that's actually when I bought my very first Noble Fur Garland at a really great price point. And you guys know I bought the Big Mama Jama. I don't even know if I'm going to be finished with it this year. I've been working on this Kringle Hearth Noble Fur Garland for like at least 2 years now. This will be the 3rd year. We'll see if I can get it done. All right, let's talk some Kringle. You guys, I busted this one out early. Kringle is starting to put some of their country candle fragrances into the Kringle candle jars. This was something that they said that they would do. So, for example, apple cider cake showed up. You guys, it showed up. I already have it in my cart. I have another cart going. I don't want to press order quite yet, just in case there are some other fragrances that are launching in the next couple of weeks here. I still need to get a couple more Christmas 4-wicks from Kringle, but I want to be able to pop in some of the like country candle converts into my cart as well. You know, save on shipping, if you will. So I'm gonna wait a couple more weeks, but I'll be sharing a Kringle candle haul here shortly. But this is one of the scents that I am hoping that gets moved over. It doesn't have to happen this year because I have a number of backups. I bought a few, I did, but for next year, at the very least, bring it back for next year, Kringle. This is their Country Candle Christmas Time in the City. Did you ever try this one? If you didn't, you are missing out. Oh man, this was good. This actually has lavender in it. You guys know how I feel about lavender. If you're new here, I hate it. I hate lavender. I don't find it relaxing at all. I find it to be astringent and harsh. Don't like it. You know what's not astringent or harsh in here? The lavender. It's so beautiful, you guys. It's just such a pretty fragrance. This reminds me of, I feel like it reminds me of like a European Christmas time fragrance. I don't know why. It just screams traditional European Christmas to me. I love it. I adore this one. So it's not currently available at all in any format on the Kringle website, and it desperately needs to come back. I just cannot tell you how beautiful this fragrance is. If you too are a lover of Christmas Time in the City, please in the comments, raise your hands. Let me see you. Let's start a club. A club that will be harassing Kringle for the next however long we have to until we get it back, because I love it. I love it so much. All right, already held up this one, but I'm almost done. Look how close we are to finishing this bad boy up. This is Butter Rum Cafe. Have you tried this? If you have not, you need to try this. This is going to be great not only for the fall, but as well as the holidays. I wish I had a backup. I don't. I might pop another one of these in with that order that's coming my way for my Christmas candles. So this is butter, nut, spice, caramel, cream, and vanilla. It sounds kind of basic because it kind of is, but it's so well done. Don't mess around with the 2-wick. Listen, the 2-wick performs great, but just go for the 4-wick. You're gonna want the most oomph that you can get out of this one. Just do it. Just go for the 4-wick. Hopefully there's a 4-wick sale coming up. Wait for a sale or use my discount code, but do try it. At least try it in the wax melts. It's delicious. And this is another one that I'm very close to finishing this one. This is the pumpkin rum toddy. If you haven't tried this one, again, another one that's really, really just absolutely perfect. This is pumpkin, spice, rum, citrus, fruit, butter, and vanilla. It's just really good. Again, it's really basic, but it's really, really well done. I love this one. It is delicious, delicious. All right, we've got these guys here. I have reviewed the Kringle Reserve Jolly Gingerbread. If you missed that one, review will be linked. And I have reviewed the Kringle Reserve Enchanted Winter. Both of these are launching this coming Tuesday, October 28th at noon Eastern on the Kringle website. There are 4 Holiday Reserve candles that were released. These 2, like I said, have been reviewed. The other 2 reviews for the Candy Cane Martini and the Holiday Roast will be going live tomorrow on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed. I love this gingerbread. I don't think this is overly spicy at all. Oh, I love this. This is the best gingerbread that I have smelled from Kringle, I think. Their gingerbread frosting, I think, was pretty good, but this, I really love this. It's not overly spicy, and it is a softer type of gingerbread note. It's not like the typical American, like, ginger snap type scent. It's more of like a European Lebkuchen, if you will. So if you've ever been to the German Christmas markets, the German gingerbread is called Lebkuchen, and it is so delicious, you guys. It's really hard to, like, explain like all of the ins and outs of it, but it's a much softer format of gingerbread. It has ginger in it, but it's not an overly spicy type ginger note. There are, you know, the typical spices in there as well. Like, you definitely smell some nutmeg, you smell some cinnamon, but it's not overwhelming. Nothing about Lebkuchen is overwhelming to my nose at all. But I think that might partly be because that just smells very familiar to me. Like, that is what I grew up with in terms of gingerbread. I didn't try American gingerbread until we moved to the US when I was 10. And so for me, when I tried the gingerbread here, I was like, what is this? I don't like it. It's too spicy. It's too gingery. So this is more like Lebkuchen. And if you would like to try some Lebkuchen, if you go to Cost Plus World Market around the holidays, they have these little packages of German gingerbread. Definitely worth trying. They have a chocolate, and then they have one that has kind of like a white, like sugary glaze as well. All of the different versions they have there are pretty good. I don't remember the name of the brand, but it's still not the same as like freshly made like European gingerbread, but at least it gives you a better sense of maybe what I'm talking about in terms of what I'm looking for a gingerbread type candle or wax melt fragrance. This to me smells so much like the European gingerbread. So if you want to know what this smells like, go pick up one of those things from Cost Plus World Market. This is delicious. I love this. I want a backup of it. I think I might be popping another one of these in my cart, hoping it doesn't sell out. Because like I said, I need to wait just a little bit longer to place my order because I don't want to pay for shipping twice. I just want to pay for shipping once. I don't mind paying for shipping with Kringle as much because they do like a flat fee versus, you know, based on weight, which when you're ordering candles, as much as I hate paying for shipping, at least it's not exorbitant with Kringle. So I just try to wait until I have like a very complete cart, and then I just place my order then. Sometimes that bites me in the butt because things will go out of stock, and that's a bummer, but you know what? At least I'm combining everything to try and save on shipping. All right, this Enchanted Winter, my review of this one, like I said, is up. Listen, this is not going to be the holiday tree scent for everybody. There's a fresh green, kind of grassy, leafy note in this one that I don't think everyone's gonna love. So if you have your eye on this one, watch my review first. You might not want it after you watch my review. I like this one, but I do think Kringle has better Christmas tree fragrances. For example, Christmas Stroll, Cozy Christmas, Snowy Bridge. There's lots of options. But yeah, this one I don't think is gonna be their most popular. Okay, here's the Candy Cane Martini. Listen, I'm burning it. I'm gonna show you. Am I gonna show you? That lid was really on there. I'm burning it. I'm really struggling with it. This is so much peppermint. Listen, if you are a peppermint person, it's so much peppermint. It's straightforward peppermint. This is not, I don't smell booze in here. This is not boozy to my nose. So if you love a fresh, crisp, aggressive peppermint, this is your girl. Or guy. I don't know who this is, but they are very powerful in terms of their projection. Like if you want a peppermint scent to just peppermint your whole house, there you go. That's it. You should try that. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You guys saw that I'm burning the holiday roast already, so that's where that one is. Lil Devil, I have my backup, luckily. If there still is more left, I didn't check yet, but obviously the Halloween stuff all went 50% off. So if there's still another one of these left, when I go to place my order, I'll put another one in my cart, but I already have my backup of it. This is Little Devil. This is from the Boo Crew. I loved this label, obviously, because it's a pug. It's so cute. I just love it. And I love the fragrance too. And I have like one burn. You guys, this is where I'm at. This is my wax line. There's one burn left in here. One. I'm not gonna light my backup until next year because I want to save it for next year, but I also just have my fingers crossed that they bring this whole Boo Crew collection back. I just, please bring back Little Ruckus here. He's so cute. He's so cute. I just love the Little Devil costume. It reminds me of a blonde elf. Penny's blonde. Actually, this kind of reminds me of Penny. If there is a little devil in this house, it is Penelope. You know, you'd think that getting like a little girl pug would just be like, she would just be the sweetest, like just most darling little thing ever. She is mean. She can be so mean. Not to men. She loves men. Oh my God, Penny and men. It is hysterical. But like other dogs, she will fight you. If you are a pit bull, she will fight you. If you are a cane corso, she thinks that she will take you. It's really hard to actually take her to the dog park because she's just mean. But she loves children. She loves babies. She loves men. She's fine with women, you know, like she loves Stella. I think she loves me. But yeah, men are really where it's at for Penny. And then Alf just loves everybody because he's the best boy. Oh my goodness, look at him. He's so handsome. So cute. All right, we have a couple more candles and then, ooh, the camera's gonna cut me off. Hold please. Okay, sorry. The camera was gonna cut me off in a couple minutes. Usually when I reach the 30-minute mark, the camera just is like, nope, we're done. Okay, just a couple more candles and then we've got some wax melts and we'll be done. Okay, oh, I love this one. I'm sad that it's no longer online. Thinking about maybe looking in store to see if I can get a couple more. This is Acorn Lane. I love this. I don't think everybody loves this. Has this been out before? I may have missed this in the past. experts, Bath and Body Works experts out there. Has this been out before? Can I expect this to come back? Is it worth me hunting down some backups? Because one, it burns really well. It doesn't have the tree stump wicks. And two, this fragrance, I don't know why this rocks my world. This isn't really normally something that I would go for. The notes are autumn leaves, warm cinnamon, and crisp gala apples. I mean, these are things that I do like, but I don't know what it is. The way that this like fragrance is blended, the proportions of the different notes, it is so good. It is so good. And when this is burning, it almost like warms up and becomes even cozier. This is one of my new favorite like cozy evening type fragrances. By the way, I have a video coming out next week. I was trying to think of some different kind of fun home fragrance video ideas, and one of the ones that I was thinking about was just like gathering all of my favorite like cozy evening candles. Man, I love a rainy night with just candles going and just staring at the fire, you know, staring at the fireplace, not watching TV, not being on my phone, just staring at a fire, surrounded by more fire in home fragrance format, and just, I don't know, not thinking about how terrible things are in the world right now. I feel like we all need that at the moment. So anyway, I'm going to do that video. And if you too are a content creator and you are watching this, I would love for you to share what your cozy candles are. Maybe I should make it a tag or something, but yeah, that's going to be in the video. So if you can find it this weekend, you should get it. It's really good. All right, 2 more candles. This one here, this is also going to be in that video. I love this one. This is my beloved HomeWorx Autumn Pumpkin. If you've never experienced this one, it's just so beautiful. I only did, I think, 1 burn of this one this week. I'm kind of savoring these. I don't know why. I think it's because these are older. Yeah, they are. Oh, I did not realize. You guys, this is a 2018. This is a 2018 HomeWorx. You want to see it? Is it going to focus? Can you see it? I think you can see it. Oh, this is from the olden days. That's why I think this one is just extra phenomenal. First of all, it's been stewing for years, marinating, getting even more potent. Gosh, this is good. Is that my neighbor Mike? I think he's got his whipper snipper out. He was pressure washing his driveway for the last couple days, and I think now he's got his little weed whacker out. So Mike's a very busy man in this neighborhood. And then we have orange clove. The more that I burn this one, the more it's actually really growing on me. We all know I love an orange pomander, and this one is burning incredibly well. I do have some backups, which is good because I'm gonna keep burning this until after the holidays. It's really good. It's kind of a nice juicy orange. I like this one. If this is available, I think it might be. If this is available, I would definitely recommend trying it. It's good. But also, do try Vintage Pomander. A couple of you have been asking me when Vintage Pomander is coming back. You guys, it's available right now. Go get your Vintage Pomander over at Kringle Candle. You can use my discount code. So Vintage Pomander is currently available. When I place my order, there's a couple already in my cart. I already have several. When it first came out, I bought a bunch. So I've got more than enough, but every year when I place my order for my Christmas candles, even though I have more than enough backups, I will always add more in to be able to save for future years. Because if you're not familiar, I actually got to create Vintage Pomander in collaboration with Kringle. It was one of the coolest things that I've ever done, and it is a really beautiful orange pomander fragrance. So if you're in the market for something like that, you can find it at the Kringle website now. So, all right, let's talk wax melts. I went through a number of cozy kitchens this week. I like this one. Is this one available again this year? I don't know if it is or not. This is leftover from last year or the year before. I don't remember, but this is just a very generic like kitchen creamy spice type scent. Smell a lot of nutmeg in here. I smell cinnamon. I also feel like I get a little tiny bit of clove here. And even some cardamom. I feel like I smell cardamom in here. Anyway, this is delightful. I enjoyed this a lot this week. I also love this. This is part of the Harvest collection. I'm not sure if the Harvest collection has sold out yet, but if it hasn't, all of the bars, all of them are totally worthwhile, you guys. This is the Apple Harvest Dreams. So good. Very crisp, juicy apple. Very sweet. I love this one. I haven't added any of them to my club. I just don't have room, and I'm not willing to like subtract anything else right now. So if you're new here, I keep my club at a very strict like 15 bar maximum. I do not go above that, and no, I don't allow myself to get it more than like every 3 months. I have rules in place to try to like keep my home fragrance situation under control. I am what you might call a former candle hoarder, major collector. I still collect, but I have to rein in my collections. This is, you have to, just periodically in life, you have to look at, you know, all of the things that you enjoy and just make sure that it's not getting out of control. So Scentsy, I'm not a consultant, by the way. Scentsy can get out of control with me in terms of collecting bars because there's so many good ones, but I only have so much storage for Scentsy. So anyway, this is Cider and Crimson Berry is also a part of the Harvest collection. I've talked so much about this particular collection already, but I just think this is so incredibly good. The pomegranate note in here is gorgeous. Perfect amount of spice. There's like some strawberry in here. It's perfect. So good. This is Cider Mill. Cider Mill has been out forever from Scentsy. This is actually my bestie Lisa. Lisa is who I purchase all of my Cider Mill from. She gifted me this one when I went to go visit her earlier in the summer. So I don't think, is this one available this year? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure Cider Mill's available. If you've never tried it, you should. I feel like everyone's tried Cider Mill, right? It's incredibly good. This is gingerbread pecan waffles. This is amazing. I don't think it really, to me it smells like pumpkin pecan waffles from Bath & Body Works. I think that's why I love this one so much. I think this one is new this year. If it wasn't new this year, I think it was new last year and they brought it back, but it's really yummy. I don't really get gingerbread from this one. I get pumpkin pecan waffles and I love it. Another happy birthday. I have 7 bars of happy birthday in my club. And no, I will not remove any. I won't. This is one of my favorite all-time fragrances, and I feel like it's taken a break for a few years, so I don't know. Usually when it comes back for Bring Back My Bar voting, most people vote it back in, but I'm afraid that the next time that it comes around that maybe it won't get voted back in, and I don't want to be without it. I just don't want to be without it. I'm sorry. We all have those fragrances, right? So, and the club is great because it comes every 3 months and it keeps me stocked in happy birthday and it's perfect. Okay, this is Apples and Oats. This is amazing. This was just part of the most recent Bring Back My Bar this summer. Hopefully you stocked up or hopefully you put it in your club because this is the fancy lady oatmeal fragrance that I live for. In fact, you're going to be seeing a lot of this coming up here, continuing as we go through October, November, and December. I like this one until basically after the holidays. It is amazing. This, I'm pretty sure this was a Bring Back My Bar from a couple of Bring Back My Bars ago. This is Ode to Opulence, or it could have been from the last Bring Back My Bar. I don't remember. I'm so bad with this stuff. This is more of a perfumey scent, but it has an interesting like sweet element that I can't quite place. I don't remember the notes for this one, but I do like this one. I have been enjoying this one in the powder room downstairs and also in our master bathroom as well. This is really, really good. I would totally vote for this again. That's amazing. And luckily I have a few cubes left, so those are gonna go back in there, and this is gonna go back in here. But that is everything that I have for you guys this week. Thank you for sitting through this obscenely long video. You are greatly appreciated. I know that Alf is definitely over it at this point as well. So we appreciate you watching. We hope you have an amazing weekend. We are going to be enjoying some fancy dinners out and watching a storm roll in, because we are getting a massive storm here in Oregon this week, and I love crappy weather, so this is kind of honestly the perfect anniversary weekend for me. So I hope you have a beautiful weekend. You okay, buddy? And Alf and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.